we have opened the book on Chrono Cross. We're taking a quick break from Final Fantasy, and we're going to get into this. The very controversial sequel to Chrono Trigger. To some people, they say that this was a great game, but a bad sequel. Some people just say it was a bad game. Some people love this game. Some people say this game is misunderstood. We're going to try and find out. I mean, I guess I already know. Let me put it up front. I've beaten this game multiple times, but it has been a long time. A lot of this is going to be learning all over again. This is Chrono Cross, and we are going to be playing the remaster that just came out on Steam, on PC. They're using the word remaster. I think it is a generous word. This game is basically a port. If you couldn't tell by the resolution upon your screen. It does have an option to make it full screen, but it's not doing anything to actually, you know, it's zooming it in, basically. Like, this is just, it is what it is. But I love this game. I don't really care that it's just a port. I've wanted to play this game again for a while and haven't had a way to do it. I think I still own my PlayStation copy of this game. There's a few PlayStation games I've never gotten rid of, and I think this might be one of them. And but I didn't have a system to play it on because of backwards compatibility. So it's been a long time since I played this old game, and I can't wait to get into it. Thank you all for joining me. We're gonna let this. I'm buying time for this whole intro scene to play out. I think it's really good. The music's fantastic, and we're gonna rediscover the game together. Here we are. Chrono Cross. Chat, I never played this because it wasn't Chrono Trigger and I was salty. Not wrong. It is not Chrono Trigger. Also, did Akira Toriyama do the art? No. Which is probably one of the many reasons that people did not particularly care for this game. As a sequel. Look at this. What is going on? Oh, we can turn off random battles. This game already kind of doesn't have them. Well, we're not going to really worry much about this. We're going to just try and get through this. We are going to name him John. We'll just make sure Jong. Jong is pretty good, but I don't think we're going to do what we did with Chrono Trigger. I don't think we're going to keep him Jong. It's tempting, though. For sure. Okay, confirm. 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 Okay, fast forward. Okay, confirm. Oh, no random battles. Confirm. Confirm. We figured it out. Name him John at gmail.com. No, because I don't have that Gmail account. I would feel really bad at what might come from it. Maybe I should give this another shot and just treat it as though it was a different game aside from Chrono Trigger. Honestly, and I hope we can discover this. Look at, we're with a chef. Bo is on our team. We got Bo right out the gate. What is it, John? You look troubled. This is it. There's There's no turning back now. Oi, come on, John. Orcha. Just you wait, Lynx. Today's gonna be the day of reckoning. Say your prayers. Not that it'll do you any good. I don't have to have the voices right yet because this is a dream. John! So, fun little fact about this opening scene, the third party member is random. What's that crystal-like thing? Some kind of switch? Bugger. So close and yet so far. When I tested this, I got Annoying Kid. I'm much happier with Chef. Make sure we check every dead end. That's all I'm trying to do. It is choppy. It's very choppy. We might do... So here's another annoying thing. You can't change the graphics from within the game. You have to exit out and change it. We might try the non-upscaled version and see if it's less... it has less tearing and less issues. I don't know if that will actually change it. But it's rough. So, I've bragged about the combat system in this game quite a lot. And, next battle we do, I'll talk a little bit about what's going on. Kid got HP up. Good for Kid. Oh, there's a bat. We can get in a fight right now. Come here, bat. Come here, bat. Come here, bat. What, you don't want to fight? You're just gonna hang out? Come here. Alright, so to talk a little bit about the way the combat system works. I really like it. So basically you start with stamina. You can see the little stamina bar. It says STA 7.0. And when you do an action, you burn some of your stamina. So right now, by default, you'll notice we don't have any MP. This game doesn't use magic in that way. So when you attack, you build up with every hit part of your elemental gauge. So right now what we're looking at is a level of attack. Light attack, medium attack, heavy attack, and your chance to hit. So there's a 92% chance you're going to hit with a light attack, 79% chance you'll hit with a medium, and 69% chance that you're going to hit with a strong. Now the reason you might want to do this is the amount of damage isn't really exactly tied to it. If I hit with this, watch my elemental, I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen like you all can see it. If you look on where it says John, you're going to see a bunch of little dark green rectangles. That's basically his magic meter and ability meter. So you see if I hit the 1, it fills one of those. If I hit the 2, it adds 2 more to the row. Now, if I go to elements, you'll see that this matches those rectangles. So by using a 1, I have unlocked this level of magic. By getting up to 3, I've unlocked this level of magic. And that can go all the way across the board. So now we are 2 away from filling it up. Hit that. Boom. Now, if we hit that, we are going to be out of stamina. It's going to burn all our stamina, and that'll be the end of that. Or we can go to element, and we can do some magic on top of it. Let's do some magic. So we'll do a level 3 or 4. I don't remember what it said. We'll burn that, and you'll see that actually put me in the negatives for stamina. I've burned a lot. So now John has to recover stamina before he's going to get to go again. It's not going to really matter because the round is over. And basically your character stats determine how well they do at those things. Their likeliness to hit, use remaining power and elements from this battle for healing. So, because I had charged up the elemental gauge but not expelled it, I can do max healing without using consumables, use consumables in stock 2 if needed, or do not heal the party. And we don't really need to heal because nobody's really been hit. We'll just go with that option. And that's the battle. And that's basically the battle system. It's a very basic description of the battle system. It's really cool. It basically means you're going to see your characters attack. You're also going to get to see your characters do special moves. You're not going to get locked into just, well, this character only ever casts magic, or this character only uses the one special move. There are elements of that, but by and large, it's not going to equate to a lot of the ways you've seen me play Final Fantasy, honestly. So it is a little bit different. Man, look at these dead ends. I think there are actually treasure chests in this part of the game when you actually come here. Spoilers. But, not right now. Can you get items to improve stamina? I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember. It's been long enough that I will speak as if I know without actually knowing. Okay, well, we did it. When you liked this game years ago, would you say you liked it more for the story, the gameplay, or you liked both? I liked both back in the day. This game was a bit of a mystery. Was it a letdown as a sequel to Chrono Trigger? To a degree, yes. But I think this game actually asks some really interesting questions about Chrono Trigger that I think are worth finding out and talking about. Oh, jeez. Just clobbering me with arms. You can also see up at the top there's a thing called Field Effect. Basically, there are elemental strengths and weaknesses in this game. Anytime you cast magic, you put a elemental field on the screen. If that field fills up with a particular type of magic, that magic is stronger by existing there. And every character has an innate strength with certain types of magic. So you can see he's innately yellow. I do not remember the... I think red and blue counter each other, black and white counter each other, and yellow and green counter each other. I can't remember if it's direct like that or if it's actually kind of... if it's like Pokemon style, where it's like a wheel. I just can't recall. So for those that don't know the kind of deeper premise of this game, and we'll get into it, The idea behind this game is that Chrono Trigger... Oh, I gotta read. Hold on. We'll talk more in a minute. Oi! What the bloody hell just happened? What are we doing out here? Wow, bugger. We're so high up. Is this thing floating? Did it feel like your body passed through the floor just now? This sure is some fort. Hey, John. You alright, mate? You've been acting all weird. We don't know what's up ahead, so just stay on your toes, eh? What a dark and dangerous dream. Spoilers. John. Good morning, John. Come on, sleepyhead, get up. See, this part, very Chrono Trigger. Getting woken up. Opening up blinds. Talking to Mom. She has a cat. Good morning, John. I don't know. I think the fact that her name is Marge, I want to make her from Fargo. I just can't help it. You're finally up. The sun's already reached high noon. By the way, didn't you have plans to meet with Lena this morning? Lena came by to see if you were up, but you, young man, were still off in Never Never Land. You shouldn't break promises like that. Girls can be pretty scary if you make them angry. I can't remember if this game has like hiccups in the world or any indication of them. We got 2 cats. Sequel to Chrono Trigger. You got 2 cats. Hit Mom up for money. Oh right, that's right. That is a Chrono Trigger thing. Get your allowance. Hey. Weren't you supposed to meet Lena this morning? Hurry along now and go apologize to her. Don't expect me to stick up for you if Lena ever decides to blow you off. You wouldn't want that, right? She'd never do that. I'm awesome. My, aren't we confident? Well, I hope you can keep up your nerve. She didn't give me money. Yeah, it is true. When the girl comes over, wake me up. Don't let me just sleep. Johnny! Check out this sawfish. Awesome, ain't it? Poppy caught it down south by the Nido Triangle. Nobody likes going down there, though. They all say it's creepy. But this sucker sure looks tasty. Mmm. Let's go in the neighbor's house. Uh-oh, there's Lena. This is my house. Enter at your own risk. Okay. You You used to cry and run away at the mere sight of a pussycat, do you remember? When you were about yay high, you were attacked by a panther demon. I guess it left an emotional scar. But it's good that you've overcome that fear. Girls will think you're a weenie running away from cats. Hey, madam, it was a panther demon, Jesus. Good morning, John. Don't tell me you just woke up. Don't you know that the early bird gets the worm? Lena's over there on the pier. Looks like her mother asked her to babysit. Yeah, we'll go see Lena when we're good and ready. She can wait. I'm gonna blow her off and get a new girlfriend. John found a new frame. Oh, looks like you found it. Oh well, go ahead and take it. It's on me. John received the shellfish frame. Nothing shellfish about giving it to me for free. Why, hello there, John. Can I interest you in something? I have some great elements. Would you like to take a look? Oh, thank you. Oh well, come again sometime. Hello, John. Beautiful day today, isn't it? Sure feels great outside. Just being able to bask in the sun all day sure is a nice change. They say the rain cleanses one's spirit, but at our age, we've had enough cleansing. I wonder if those soldiers are back at work digging that hole now the rains have subsided. I don't know what they're up to, but it seems like soldiers are digging up all of Fossil Valley. I can't figure out what they're thinking. Why would they want to dig up a place like that? Man, all the adults only talk about girls? Yeah, it's true. Yo, John, what do you think of this sawfish? Have you ever seen one this size? Ha! This has got to be from the legendary Dragon King Palace. Wouldn't you agree, John? Ha, you wish. Yeah, I guess legends are meant to be legends. Yeah, that definitely would have been too good to be true. Oh well, at least I know for sure that this one's a biggie. Live an honest life and something good is bound to happen. That guy's alright. I was kind of a dick to him and I feel bad about it now. Oh, have I still not talked to the girl dragging the sack around? Probably should. Hello there, John. Word has it that Komodo dragon scales are quite popular among the youngins these days. So, you're collecting them too, huh? What, to make a silly little necklace? That's right. Well said, John. You truly are a man of the sea. They don't call me a Komodo dragon expert for nothing. Let me give you some pointers. Clean out your ears and listen well, John. This is truly top secret. My super duper number one rock and roll. Oh, my super duper secret number one, rock and roll to trap the sucker. My super duper secret number two, use the lay of the land and make a surprise attack. My super duper secret number three, there is always one that likes to play tag. Run with all your might. Beware, Komodo dragons are mighty cautious and run at high speeds. You must face them with your wits, courage, and tenacity. Use your lightning start and run like the wind. Whip past them with all your might. Actually, I guess there's no point overtaking them anyhow. It's all about guts, my boy. So, once you catch up to one, you must fight. Kick the little sucker's butt. But don't get your own butt kicked. That's about all I can teach you in the ways of an expert. Now go, John. Go for the gold and bring forth a brighter tomorrow. Sorry. Man, that guy is overzealous. Come here. Johnny, don't be mean to my Celine. I wasn't. I was trying to talk to you. Your stupid dragon's in the way. I can't... You know what? I don't want to talk to you. Do you know about Lizard Rock southwest of the village? I've heard that a mother Komodo dragon comes out every once in a while. I've told Kiki numerous times not to play there, but she never listens to me. I guess kids will be kids. She might get eaten by a Komodo dragon, but, you know, kids will be kids. Oh, hi, John. I was lost in my thoughts there. You know how Kiki's grown up so quickly? Sometimes I'm just amazed at how much she resembles her mother. Yeah, I guess my wife is like that too. She's been very much like her mother as long as I can remember. I guess that demonstrates how life continues to live on through generations. It's been about 10 years since I became a fisherman. Back then, I still had other aspirations, but I ended up succeeding my dad. I guess you can say that everything here represents 10 years of my life. Lion sharks, sawfish, six-horned narwhals, you name it. They represent all my hard work and dedication. I love my job, and I'm happy with my current lifestyle and all, but lately, I get to thinking, when I see Kiki, about how I could have had a different future. What if I'd chosen a different path 10 years ago? Then I'd be living a completely different life than I am now. I'm not saying which one would have been better. I just wonder where the other path may have led me. I guess the longer you live, the more you wonder about another you that might have been. Boy, life sure is complex. Oh, hey, John, you want this? Here, take it. It's an amulet I made from a lion shark tooth 10 years ago when I decided to become a fisherman. I don't need it anymore. I have my wife and Kiki watching over me. John received a shark tooth. Dude, you had a lot to say for a guy who I just happened to go into the basement of. Oh, I probably should have paid attention to that. Hold on. Will you say that again? I just get this feeling that there's another me living another life. It's just a funny feeling I have. Sounds crazy, huh? But if for any reason you happen to meet him, I want you to give him that amulet and tell him it's from the other you. Alright then, off to catch more fish. I need to buy Kiki a new dress, you know? What are the odds that you happen to give an item to a random child that wandered into your basement in case he ever goes to an alternate reality and meets an alternate version of you, and you get it right? Like, you did pick the kid that's gonna do this. Yeah, let's talk to Bag Girl. I heard you totally blew off Lena this morning. I didn't think you had it in you. That was real gutsy of you. I guess that kinda shows her who's boss, eh? Don't tell her I said so, but my sister's a bit too quick to lash out. Oh my gosh. Doing this girl's voice made me sneeze. It's awful. Could you, like, make her be a little nicer to me? You have my support all the way. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. Hey, Johnny, do you know what's popular among the village girls these days? Oh, I think I already talked to him. Anyway, we gotta get Komodo dragons. Scales, we gotta do it. Just gotta. We don't have any other options. Looks like the Viper Festival will be canceled again this year. Our only celebration of El Nido Archipelago down the drain. There hasn't been anything good to talk about since the army from Pore took over the islands 3 years ago. We wouldn't have to put up with this situation if General Viper and the Dragoons were still here. Yo, John, have you heard anything about the group of thieves up on the mainland? I haven't. You really haven't been keeping up, have you? It's pretty big news, even in El Nido. Those mysterious thieves have broken into a bunch of houses up on the mainland. They're cold-blooded bastards. They'll go to any extremes to get more money or jewels. Even the powerful nation of Pore can't seem to get a hold of them. I think they call themselves the Radical Dreamers. Wouldn't want to run into those bandits. Humana, humana, humana. She sure is pretty. What a knockout that dancer Miki is. The port town of Termina has its share of dancers, but no one, I say no one, compares to Miki. But mind you, I've never actually seen Miki dance. Oh, how I would love to see them... Oh, how I would love to see them jiggle. Talking about her arms, of course. Whoa, John, don't tell Grandma about this. Dirty old man. Why, hello, John. Do you want to hear the real truth about the world? Yeah, please. Nobody has been telling me their life views yet today. Insanity leads to chaos, then to solitude. The fruitless effort of adding meaning to what is meaningless. A lone crimson tear falls to the sea. The echo of the remaining star cries out in the infinite vacuum. The least I can do is send my distant prayers over the wind of time, setting sail on dreams. Well, how'd you like it, John? Were you moved? I've been dreaming about becoming a poet since I was little. I want to cross the continent and make a name for myself with just a pencil and paper. But look at me. I'm in this puny village in the middle of nowhere, waitressing in this rundown shack. What ya say about my restaurant? You can quit any time, you know. Yikes. Just kidding. I was just kidding. I was just saying how good the work environment is. Yeah, she's a little emo. Yo, John, have you heard your message of the day from the Record of Fate? It's a green pyramid which records your daily activities for you. It's been said that this pyramid can not only record the past, but also tell about the future. But I really don't know if that's true or not. Man, you nuts. Wait, what? No answer. It's just a barrel. Doesn't seem like just a barrel. Dog. Hey, you got anything in here? Oh, a chest. I found an ivory helmet. I'm taking it, dog, and you can't stop me. A Hecarim bone. Hey, there was a Hecarim in Chrono Trigger. First Chrono Trigger reference of the game. Who said it isn't a sequel? I want to eat this purple lizard. Well now, you're in Arnie. What brings you here to this quiet seaside village? Oh, it's you, John. Just don't be going near Hydra Marshes to the east if you do go outside. Don't want you to run into those evil dwarves and that Hydra now. Say, why don't you go talk to the village chief before you set out? His house is just past those gates down yonder. I guess I should go see Lena, too. She is like my girlfriend, I think. Yippee! I'm gonna talk to somebody else first, though. Oh, it's you, John. Beautiful day. You caught me dozing off there. By the way, John, do you like the sea? No. Oh, really? Well, I guess that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. But listen to me now and believe me later, John. Life on this planet was born of the sea and will eventually return to it. Even our blood is mostly seawater. That has been the contract between the sea and all living creatures since ancient times. No one can defy this rule. Everyone will one day return to the sea. Just keep that in the back of your mind. Shouldn't be too long now before my day will come to return to the sea. When that time comes, I'd like to drift away humming a quiet tune. I haven't been to Water Dragon Isle in a while. You can catch great fishies over there. But I only go there once in a blue moon. I want to leave them in peace. Alright, let's talk to the girl we're in trouble with. You're late, John. Sleeping in as usual, I suppose. You promised you'd go get some Komodo dragon scales for my necklace, remember? Since you were late, my mom asked me to babysit the kids. Woohoo! Johnny, Lena, look at me! Come on, you guys should join us. It feels really good. Unlike the rest of you, we're not here to play. Don't swim out too far now. Okay, gotcha. Kids sure have it easy. Remember when we were like that? Not a single care or worry on our minds. How each day lasted an eternity filled with newness, fun, and excitement. But the important thing now is not our childhood, but my Komodo scale dragon necklace. Yes, we have to face up to reality and live each day anew. So, I want you to go to Lizard Rock and get some scales for me. I would join you, but I still have to watch the kids. It's your fault. You were late. Once you've collected some Komodo dragon scales, I'll catch up with you at Apasa Beach. Is that okay with you, John? Yeah, I guess. Good. Now that's what I wanted to hear. Okay then. Don't just stand around. Go collect some scales at Lizard Rock. Let's see. I think 3 should be enough. Good luck, John. I'm counting on you. Isn't this dangerous? Are you making me go do a dangerous thing? Just because you want a necklace? Man, being in a relationship's hard. Mr. Notesman, good morning. Hi, John. I, Ganji, know all and see all. I can tell you all you need to know about using key items. How about it? Sure, tell me. Good. I'd be happy to. Listen carefully now. When you want to give someone a key item, get within talking distance and press X. This will bring up the item menu. Then pick the item you wish to hand over and confirm your selection. If all goes well, the person should respond. It's the same procedure for when you want to use a key item at a specific location. Just select the item you wish to use. No need to worry about making mistakes. The item won't disappear if there's no response. Well, that's about it. Come to me anytime should you have any questions, boy. Hua, fwa, 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 fwa. The record of fate tells me not to go out to sea today. That's why I'm here for the chief's lecture. Go against the record of fate, and you'll regret it for sure. Days like this, it's best to take it easy. We should all live in harmony with fate. I did everything just as Chief Radius told me, and now the aches in my body are completely gone. What a fine man our chief is. Skilled, competent, caring. I heard he was quite a warrior in his prime. You could learn much from our chief and grow up to be a great man like Radius. Me am a bit busy right now. Maybe next time. Hey, you want a bone? Ah! Is that a Hecarim bone? Johnny Pooh? A present for I? How do you know? To accept or not to accept? Ahem. Me accept your present, and me shall help you. Me will do anything you want. Me will be honored to be by your side. Me will use my pretty miracle power X. Me will do it, Johnny Pooh. Character 1. Poshel. Nope, name's perfect. I'm stealing your dog. It's boring playing alone. Come on, Poshel, let's play. Me, I'm sorry. Me, I'm a bit busy right now. We'll play later, okay? How boring. I kidnapped a dog. I got a dog. Good news, everyone. Oh, John, how goes it? How would you like to join everyone for my lecture? Today's lecture is the fundamentals of attack and the art of elements. No, I feel like I gave it. Oh, it does not interest you. Oh well, come again, Sonny. I promise to take it easy on you. Jar Jar Dog. Guys, why are you being mean to Poshel? Poshel is fine. Yo, my name's Toma, the 14th, but people usually put the Great Explorer in front of my name. I was just looking around for treasure. I have a sixth sense, you know. Yo, I wasn't gardening. I, was really looking for treasure. You look like you're gardening. Believe me, kid, this ain't gardening. I'm real busy now. Go away. Go on. Scoot. Time sure does fly. Chief Radius has been living here for 4 years already. He's such a bright, cheerful man. Everyone in the village really likes him. I wish he could stay here forever. That's exactly right, John. There it is, the Record of Fate. It records everything, good or bad. If you happen across one of these, don't forget to record everything you've done so far. Think of how terrible it would be if you lost your past. There wouldn't be anything you could do about it. If you listen closely, the Record of Fate will tell you lots of things, like what you should be doing next. And when you can't hear anything anymore, well, I guess it means you don't have a future. When that happens, you should just go home and go to sleep. There isn't anything you can do to change fate. If you want to record what you've done so far, step up to a Record of Fate and open the menu. Then select the block you want and follow the directions to save. Easy, isn't it? But you should go look for another one. I'm gonna be here for a while. Oh yeah, and if you're out on the world map, you can save without a Record of Fate. No cutting in line, John. Back to the line. Oh man. We came all the way out here in search of the legendary treasure, but our funds ran out. Once I'm done cleaning in here, I have to go do some yard work. We've got to do something to cover our expenses. If I knew this was going to happen, I would have tried to persuade Sir Toma to look for treasure on the Xenon continent. Oh, it's you, John. I think the chief is outside. He said he was going to teach some self-defense. He may be old, but he still has some fight left in him. You kids better not misbehave, or else the chief will have to crack down on all of you. Yeah, I guess he will. Can I steal anything in this house? No. Okay. Alright, let's go, Poshel. I'm kidnapping this dog. Nobody's stopping me. I'm stuck on this woman. Alright, there we go. Out of town. John found heal. Speaking of which, do we have any elements equipped? Tablet recovers HP, cure 1. What about Poshel? We'll allocate heal, so Poshel can also heal. Alright, let's prove we didn't have to do the combat tutorial by getting in combat. Go get him, Poshel. We found the Twitter account of Humor. Also found Bone. Humor and Bone. So like Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross, you can see all the battles. There's no random battles in this game. It's all cure stuff, right? Yeah. Man, Poshel sucks. Alright, chat, I'm okay with you making fun of Poshel. You can make fun of Poshel. John and Lena forever. Oh, it's so romantic. Sorry, everybody. Sneezing and coughing a lot today. Look out, coming through. Alright, let's check out Lizard Rock. Let's push that big rock out of the way. We gotta get Komodo dragon scales. We gotta do it. You know, I made fun of Poshel not having a good attack percentage, but no, it's true. It's true. I stand by it. It's funny this game doesn't have random encounters, but with the way it's designed... Oh, hey, Fireball. I want to teach a dog how to use Fireball. I just feel like that's a good use of my time. Now the most dangerous dog. Alright, beach bum. Sorry, I gotta do this. Hey, please do not attack Poshel. I'm busy. Alright, Poshel, do it. Do it. Use the fireball I taught you to use, dog. Amazing. Simply incredible, Poshel. Simply incredible. My goodness, John. You gotta get better at hitting lizards, dude. This is the most evasive lizard. Come here. Come here. Oh, he's gone. That'll be fine. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get those lizards. We gotta get those scales. Otherwise, my girlfriend's gonna break up with me, and that's just, that's unacceptable. Get him, Poshel. Also, not having mana means you're a little more willing to risk bigger attacks, you know? Like, and use magic. Like, if you watch me play any of the Final Fantasy games, you know I'm not a big fan of magic in video games, in RPGs. I just don't use it very much. It's a real, like, I'm gonna use that mana, and then I'm gonna need it, and I'm gonna regret it. This game found a way to get away from that, which was really cool. Yeah, you are the magic, that's true. I am the magic. We did it. The team of Poshel and John are strong. You know, I'm back to you guys shouldn't make fun of Poshel. I'm taking it back. You shouldn't make fun of Poshel. Alright. Shit. Timed it wrong. It's fine. We'll get it. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get all 3 scales today, for sure. John, I don't think it looks as bad as you were saying. Well, I will say this, so I'm watching on the stream. The screen tearing is visible on the stream, and but it is not as bad as what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot worse than what you're all seeing on the stream. It doesn't look terrible. Like, that's a clean model. The backgrounds are blurry. I mean, like, it's not awful, but it's not great. Like, this game feels like a cleaned up port to a degree. It's just, it could be a lot better. Hey. Yeah, I have to catch the dragons for the scales or my girlfriend breaks up with me. Alright, we got one Komodo dragon scale. 2 more to go. We know how to catch the other one, we just gotta execute it. Step 1, up here. Climb to the top. Get in position. We're gonna wait for him to pass under. Down. Oh man, the wind-up on that jump is so long. Alright, we're gonna try it again. We're gonna do it again. This time we'll do it. I don't know why John's gotta really, like, just drop on the thing, you know? Dead flop. You probably do some damage to him, too. There it is. Friggin' dodgy Komodo dragons. Oh my gosh, I had a 96% chance to hit and missed. What an embarrassment. We found that 4%. We found it. Oh, look at that. We got a lot of skill ups there. Great. We're doing better. All right. That's a second Komodo dragon scale. Guys, we are 1 scale away from not being single forever. Those do not look like Komodos, they look like the rooster from Moana. Look. Final Fantasy, and any Square Enix game, has made a history of calling things by different names. Burn him. Burn him. He's dodging. Burn him. He won't dodge your fire. It was voiced by Alan Tudyk. Bring the treasure chest to me. To me! Yes. Yes. A silver loop. I guess I should equip. I think I got some stuff. What do we got? Ivory helmet. Okay. Increases my defense. Look at that. Increases my hit percentage. There we go. We're already a better character. A much better character. Which way do we go? We go down, we go up. Let's check down first. Okay, there's nothing there. That's the right way to check, because there was nothing to do. He's guarding a chest. No, don't cast heal. Fireball something. We can get this guy. He's weak. There we go. You know, we all did good here today. Poshel and John. Heal up. Get a treasure chest. It's tablet. Alright. Let's see what else we got here. What's up this way? No, it's an alternate way to get here. Great. Great, that's great. Hell yeah, we jumped right in that hole. Get this chest first. Did you name him Poshel? I mean, it's the default name, but I agreed to it. The game said, what if his name was Poshel? And I said, acceptable. Y'all got anything in this cave? Oh, a path to another treasure chest. And another ivory helmet. Can we put a helmet on the dog? We sure can. Who wouldn't put a helmet on the dog? Come back out of the rock anus, and now we just gotta get one more scale. Of course dogs can wear helmets? I mean, sure, but you know, this dog can also talk and cast fire magic. You don't just put a dog like that in a helmet without making sure it's okay. Alright guys, it escalated. Mama Komodo showed up. Aussie Mike, thank you so much for gifting a sub. Congratulations to Kinlan for receiving it. Really appreciate it. Always fun to see subs when we're starting new games. Feel like it means you're excited, I'm excited, we're all having a good time. Oh my gosh. Aussie Mike. For a sub for yourself. Thank you again. Now we gotta beat up this lizard. Oh, right. You can't recast stuff. I forgot. It's fine. It's almost dead. Get it, Poshel. You can do it. You're the dog for the job. Yeah, it does feel like kind of a waste. We're going to take one scale. Reached a new growth level. Look at us. John collected a Komodo scale. Stored it away for safety. Poshushu! We now have 3 Komodo scales. Let's get moving to Opatha Beach and wait for Lena. We probably should have saved, but we're going to just keep going anyway. There you are. Sorry I'm late. I hope you didn't wait too long, John. Poshel, I didn't expect to see you here, so this is where you went off to. Whee! Lena's here. How are you doing? Oh, are you two on a date? Sorry. Me think we should leave you two alone. Oh, please, don't be silly. No, you can go. Well, how'd it go? Did you get the Komodo dragon scales? I did. Oh, they're beautiful. I'll be able to make a great necklace with these. Thank you, John. And you too, Poshel. No problem. You know what? I think Poshel should sound like Homestar Runner. I have just decided. It sure has been a long time since we last came here. We used to come so often. I'm a good boyfriend. The sea never changes, does it? It's been rolling in and out like this since long before we were born. It's been here for eternity, it seems. It's probably seen many things, heard many things. It'll probably keep rolling in and out long after our lifetime without a single change. She's gonna make you a friend zone necklace? Probably. Hey, John. Remember that time we sat and talked like this back when we were kids? With the gentle sea breeze and the tranquil sound of the waves? Just the two of us, talking. Do you still remember that day? Guys, I don't. Oh, then I guess you forgot about the promise we made. Oh no, she's pulling out promises that I don't remember. Well, I guess it can't be helped. We were so young. On top of that, you almost drowned back then. It was a traumatic time for you. But aren't memories strange? Just when you think that you've forgotten about something, it comes floating back into your heart. I guess it's just lying there in waiting for the right moment. Why, we might even remember this very moment someday. In 10, 20 years, when we're all grown up and married. Whoa! 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 And have kids of our own. When that time comes, I wonder what kind of adults we'll be. What kind of life will I be leading? I wonder what we'll make of this day. Guys, she's talking about marriage and kids. She didn't say to you, she's just said when we're married. That's fair. Red flags, bro. Alright, what do we pick? Should we be romantic to the girl who wants to get married right now, or are we gonna forget this? I'll let chat decide. Forget or never forget. Be nice, she's needy AF. Is she about to be fridged? No. She'll be fine. Guys, you're overthinking this more than me. You just need to type the word forget or never forget. You won't forget. We're going with we'll never forget this day. It's going to be forever. All right. All right. Hey, this random ass day that I got you scales and you talked about having kids and getting married, we're never gonna forget it. Frick Elite, you tried, but you got outvoted and you were you were too slow. Yeah, I hope you're right. John, there's been something I've been wanting to... John. I don't know, maybe my character's forgetful. What? What's wrong, John? John? Oh, I'm high res. Fortress Al, welcome. Yes, playing Chrono Cross from yesterday. Dead. This is what you get when you say you're going to remember something forever. That's just what happens. What are you doing there, boy? It's dangerous to sleep out here. You alright, boy? What on earth are you doing laying down anyway? For a second there, I thought you might have been a dead body washed ashore. No. Huh? Where's Lena? You were the only one I saw when I got here. Are you a friend of Lena's? I believe she's in the village babysitting. Well, I'd best be on my way. Anyway, if you're looking for Lena, you should stop by the village. You know, you shouldn't be playing out here, boy. Wouldn't want anything to happen to you now. Johnny Poo, you're fine. Oh wait, I decided he sounded like Homestar Runner, right? Johnny Poo, you're finally up. Something went whoosh and me without cold too. Me woke up first, though me went to go look around. But no sign of Lena anywhere. Do you think Lena spontaneously combusted? Me wonder if she's okay. How does the dog know advanced science terms? He's been casting Fireball, and this is the first time you're upset about what the dog knows? Let's go back in the anus. there's no treasure here. I got a feather. Do they speed up when I run? They do. Look at that. It's weird, right? Can I hop down or do I have to go through the rock anus? I guess I gotta go through the rock anus. Oh no, we're being chased. Oh no, these fish know how to cast fireballs. It's a real problem for us. You taught these fish. HP up, heal up, get some scales, having a good day. You know, except for the fact that my girlfriend left me on a beach. Thanks a lot, Lena. The dog has more health than you do? Well, the dog has to do something better than me. That's why he gets hit by fireballs. It's his contribution. I mean, that's a stout dog. There's no shame in that. Bone. We got bone. Oh look, another Komodo dragon. We can get an extra scale. We should do that. In case we meet any girls that won't leave us on a beach. I don't remember what all the feather and bone and all that business is actually for. I'm sure we'll figure it out at some point. Not a big thing to worry about. Just the thing I don't remember. Out of the way, I need that treasure chest. I need all the items I can get. The dog has more HP than me and my chat's making fun of me for it. Well, the dog can't hit anything, so joke's on the dog. Hey, another ivory helmet. Congratulations to us. Oh, look out, there's a fish. I wonder what team John will decide to roll with. Lots of potential options. That is very true. I haven't decided. I can't remember. So there is going to be an element of discovery because I can't remember how to get everybody. Well now, you're in Arnie. What brings you to this quiet seaside village? There isn't much excitement here, but please relax and stay a while. Yes, thank you for inviting me to my hometown. Hello, can I interest you in something? I have some great elements. Would you like to take a look? Okay, show me your elements. Aqua Beam sounds okay. I'll take it. Hey, I found a rainbow shell. I'm sorry, but that's not for sale. Can I interest you in something else? No, I want the rainbow shell. Give it to me. Looks like it's going to be another scorcher today. It hasn't rained in quite a while. I don't know how much longer us old-timers can stand this heat. By the way, I wonder if those knights are still digging that hole. I don't know what those Termina knights are up to, but I hear they're digging up Fossil Valley. I'm sure General Viper has a good reason, but why would they want to dig a place like that up? Have you heard anything about the Nido Triangle down south? Everyone says it's really creepy over there. Some say you can hear strange voices. Some even claim to have seen a huge glowing egg down at the bottom of the sea there. I tell you, adults are so superstitious. Just try to act all tough, but this kind of stuff scares them. Ugh, I just haven't been able to hit a big one lately, you know? I'm not really concerned about the money or profit. I just have this urge for a challenge. Come on, baby. I know you're out there. I need some excitement. Give me a big catch. But he's the one who caught the giant fish earlier. This year's Viper Festival is going to be some event. They're going to have a famous traveling band there. You see that poster over there? He's the lead guitarist and vocalist of the band. He dresses flamboyantly, but he drives the women mad, young and old. He puts on a powerful show, too. Yo, stranger, have you heard anything about the group of thieves up on the mainland? Yeah, I have. Yeah, I guess news travels fast even down here on the islands. I think they call themselves the Radical Dreamers, bunch of show-offs. They're no different from psycho killers. So many freaks out in the world these days. I guess it's just a sign of the times. Humana, 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 what a hunk! This here is Nikki from the Magical Dreamers. As luck would have it, Nikki is holding a concert in the port town of Termina. There is a heaven on earth. It pays to live to an old age. I can't believe I'm actually going to be able to hear Nikki's beautiful voice. Whoa, stranger, don't tell Gramps about this. Hi there, I haven't seen you around before. Are you from Termina? So, how's it going over there? I bet everyone's really excited about the Viper Festival. What? My poems? What are you talking about? I gave up on them ages ago. It was just a stupid dream I was obsessed with. I never did have any talent. But how do you know about that? Nobody knows about my poetry. It really doesn't matter anymore whether I'm writing poems or not. Nobody would give a hoot about someone writing poems in a tiny little cafe in the middle of nowhere. Oh, a tiny little cafe in the middle of nowhere, huh? But just remember, dreams do come true. Do you honestly believe that? We live in the middle of nowhere in this tiny village leading small lives. Nothing's ever going to change, no matter how hard you try. That's just the reality of it all. Hello, young man. What can I do for you? What happened to the cook that speaks funny, you ask? Oh, you mean my lesser half, my husband? He went on a journey to brush up on his cooking. I have no idea where he could be. This room's a lot nicer, though. What? You can still rob them, though. That's for sure. Robbing is A-okay in any dimension. No answer. It's just a pot. Hey, stranger, do you know what's popular among the village girls these days? Bracelets made from rainbow shells. I want to get some for Kiki, but those shells are so hard to find. Oh no, if I don't do something about this now, Kiki might start liking Lolo. Boy, am I in a fix. You stole the guy's iPad? I did. I can't comprehend my son anymore. He hasn't worked in years. There was a time when he had his heart set on becoming a man of the sea, just like his old man. But look at him now, praying to that silly-looking doll all night and day and night. What has gotten into him? 10 years ago, my husband's friend lost a son. The boy drowned at sea at the tender age of 7. And soon after, the boy's parents passed away too. Such a sad turn of events. That's when my husband changed. Never did I imagine he would end up like this. His way of life changed completely. Daddy always spends his time downstairs. He won't play with me. And he gets real mad if I go down there too. He didn't used to be like that. I think he doesn't like me anymore. Felt a beam of light from Lasery the cat. Not. Ah. You received a sacred lickaroo from Licky the cat. Not. You say not, but you know what's happening. Oh, hello there. I just finished praying. Here, take a look. It's called Mojo. It's a good luck charm from the Far East. Can you feel the love and affection oozing from it? It's just such an amazing messenger of love and courage. Think about it, my brother. How our everyday lives are controlled by uncertainty and fear. Our spent yesterdays and our uncertain tomorrows, how we live a meaningless today. This holy item, filled with prayers, protects and supports us. Come, my brother, let us pray together and bring peace of mind to our hearts. Where can you find true love and peace of mind? Within Mojo. Oh, no answer. It seems to be just a straw doll. You felt an aura of longevity from Ari the cat. Not. You got some cool stuff down here, mister. But I'm about to hit you with a wild one. You ready? Get ready. Not the time shitter, the shark tooth. This is a tooth from a ferocious lion shark, and look at the size of this thing. Judging from the size, this baby must have been a good 15 feet. Don't tell me you're the one who caught it. No, it was you. What? What did you say? Another me? So the other me who became a fisherman asked you to give this to me? What are you talking about? That's enough. There is only one me. How can there be another me out there? I mean, you pray to a straw doll, dude. This isn't that weird. Sure, there was a point in my life when I thought about becoming a fisherman. That was a good 10 years ago. But I couldn't do it. I gave up that path. Right then and there, I just gave up. I don't care what you say. This is the path I chose. I don't regret it. Besides, you can't just change the way you live in the blink of an eye. Now, would you please put that thing away and leave me alone? I have nothing more to say. Now please leave. Do you want a shark tooth? He doesn't want a shark tooth. Oh, hi. Are you new here? Lena? I think she's on the pier babysitting. She should be on the pier. Are you a friend of Lena's? I'm her boyfriend. Duh. The pier's up ahead. Listen, don't be doing any mischief to them boats. A boat is like a limb to our fishermen, but I guess outsiders like you wouldn't understand. Okay, well, we'll go see Lena in a minute. We gotta check out the rest of this village. This village is suspicious. Yeah, sure enough, there's Lena. This is... Oh, I keep messing it up. This is my house. Keep out. And beware of bad Hecrins. We have embarked on a wrong journey. Please do not come looking for I. Greetings, Sonny. You're a new face in this village. A friend of Lena, perhaps. You'll find Lena out there on the pier babysitting. Alright, let me just stop by my home real quick. Get some stuff. Got some stuff I gotta get. Partial? The room look different. Shoo, Johnny Poo. Baba Johnny Poo, did you redecorate? It looked a little depressing. Everybody loves hammocks. Looks like this room redecorated too. It kind of looked like a junk room. It's so dusty in here. What are you doing here, man? This is my island. Well, I'll let you rest here for a little while, man. So, you want rest, man? Nah, forget it, man. Open these blinds, dude. Yeah. Magma bomb. I found something good. No, we don't need to rest here. Magma bomb. Aqua beam. Huh? Who the? What are you doing in my house? My house isn't a playground for you kids, alright? Go play outside. What are you, mister? This is Johnny Poo's house, isn't it? Where is Baba Johnny Poo? Huh? Who? Marge? Who the heck's that? I lived in this house for 5 years now. Sorry, that name doesn't ring a bell. For 5 years? Is that true, mister? Pashoo. Tis is really, really weird. Whatever with it all, you're gibberish, man. Just get out of here. We gotta get some new party members. It's just gotta happen. Cat. Yeah. Come on, Pashal, we gotta check and see if there's anything on the walls all around this place. This is a big old place. See if they hit anything they did. There's nothing to find. Just between you and me, our chief Ganji is really stingy. I can't cook a decent meal if I don't have fresh, quality ingredients. And then he complains about how terrible the food tastes. I can't stand it. That's right. The record of fate shows everything for us, good or bad. So when the time comes for us to bid adieu, our life story will live on in the record of fate. Think about how terrible it would be if you left the world with no record of your existence. The only things the record of fate doesn't touch upon are birth and death. I don't mind, really. I don't think I really want to know. More importantly, what should I see first at the festival in Termina? Should I go catch Nikki's concert? The mermaid dance show? What to see? Every time I come to a decision, I always wonder what would have happened if I had decided the other way. Maybe I should have done this instead of that. Maybe I made the wrong decision. But luckily we have the record of fate. It tells us exactly what choices to make. I can't imagine life without it. Every day would be filled with anxiety and fear. Yes? You want to see the chief? Huh? Radius? Who's that? Ganji is our chief. There's no one by that name here. You must be mistaken. You're a new face around here. We don't get too many visitors. My name's Ganji. I'm the chief of Arni. Why don't you stay and rest a while? Can't offer any extravagant entertainment, but make yourself at home. Alright, let's go talk to my girlfriend who ditched me on a beach. Although we've pretty much established that we're in another world, we can stop pretending like that isn't a thing that happened. Yippee! Oh wait, let's talk to this guy first. The tranquil sound of the waves does it to me every time. Makes me so sleepy. I bet the lullaby we heard in our mother's wombs was kind of like this. One day we will all return to the mother sea, embraced by her lullaby. No. He's out again. Okay. Lita, though this is where you were, how could you just leave us and go back on your own? Go back on my own? What are you talking about, Pashal? And who are you? Have we met somewhere before? Are you from Termina? Pashu? What are you saying, Lena? Hey! Yeah, you! Don't be trying to pull any moves on our Lena, you jerk. Don't be silly. Don't go swimming out too far now, you hear? Okay, gotcha. Kids. I guess kids will be kids. Don't worry about them. You know, you look a lot like the boy who used to live next door to me. What was his name, Lena? What was his name? Why? Why do you want to know his name? Because you need to know who you're looking at. That boy died. He drowned when he was very young. This all happened 10 years ago? Soon after, his mother passed away too. I was still very young back then, so I don't remember too well, but my mom says his name was John. I'm John! You're John? Oh, stop that. That's not even funny. The boy is dead, don't you understand? It's a very rare name, Lena. Very rare. That boy, I guess I kinda liked him. If that boy were still alive today, I wonder what would have become of us. Sure is weird. Why am I opening up to you like this? Well, I guess there's no use thinking about the past. It's not like John is going to come back. Mom always tells me I shouldn't dwell on lost loved ones. You can find his grave up on Cape Howell. Actually, why don't you go visit the gravesite? No one's been up in there in a while. Well, I still have some chores to finish. Sorry I blew up at you like that. Goodbye, stranger. I will go look at my grave. It feels like somewhere on this island is Sora, Riku, and Kairi. You're, not wrong. I know there's a way to get Mojo, but I don't know if I can do it yet, or if I have to do it later. I don't know if I have what I need, but I'm so anxious for another team member, I'm gonna come down and just see if he wants to do anything. No, he doesn't. I don't remember how to get him. I'll go visit my own grave. How about we do that instead? You know what this means, right? I'm single again. Let's actually save. It's been a while since we saved. Here lies John, shot in the back by Buford Tannen over a matter of $80. You know, I really just want the treasure chest. Bone. Electrojolt. Hey, Poshel, you ever wanted to fire an electrojolt at an enemy? Now you flipping can, dog. Please, I would like to be with my grave in private. There's some writing on the tombstone. R.I.P. Our beloved John died age 7. Nobody can take anything away from him, nor can anyone give anything to him. What came from the sea has returned to the sea. So, you must be the ghost of the boy who died 10 years ago, John. Oh! Don't move. Sorry, Junior, but we have no business with your friends. We're just after you. Be a good boy and come with us. Just kick that dog off a cliff. But, Sir Karsh, don't you think it is truly true that this chap is a ghost? He seems like a perfectly young boy to be. That doesn't matter. We found the boy here just as he said we would, didn't we? Now seize him. Hold your something horses. Who the? Out of the way, Missy. You don't want to get hurt now, do you? Shut your trap. You're the ones who... I don't know what her accent is. It's so hard. Shut your trap. You're the ones who'd better get out of the way. You have a problem? Do you have any shaken idea who you're dealing with, Missy? That's enough. Listen up, Junior. Our orders are to take you in. We don't want to hurt you. Just come with us. Or else this axe o' mine will have to do the talking. For crying out loud, would you just shut up and get on with it? I'm gonna kick your sorry arses so hard you'll kiss the moons. Fair enough. You leave us no choice. You'll regret this, Missy. She says arse. Salt, pepper, and karsh. feel like we should beat up Salt first. Sir, his innate element color attribute is white. Right, that does it. Quick, attack him with the opposite element attribute color, black. How unfortunately unfortunate, I do not seem to have any, sir. You nincompoop, you should always carry elements of every color. Then, how about you there? I'm shaking in my shoes to tell you this, sir, but I don't have any either. We'll have to let you, Sir Carr, show us how it's done. Useless fools. Real men don't need magic when they can fight with their might. Missed. Your might was weak. All right, Pepper, you're up. We can attack. This game is all about magic, even more than Final Fantasy VI. I wonder if John will be able to find his dream team of bruisers. So, I kind of touched on this a little earlier. I actually don't mind the magic in this game. Like, one of the reasons I struggle with magic so much is it's like Magnum bullets in Resident Evil. It's like, I don't want to spend them because what if I need them later? Like, that's what tends to hold me back. And it's kind of like that with like MP and stuff. Whereas this game, because it doesn't use MP, it's more part of the strategic puzzle of combat. I like that a lot better, and it makes me okay with using magic. So I actually don't mind magic users on my team in this game. Found a power glove, an ivory vest, and copper. Sir Karsh, I say we shake it out of here so that we can live to fight another day. These are no ordinary brats we're dealing with. Damn cowards. As for you, Missy, we won't forget this. Oh, I'm so scared. I'll be happy to take you on anytime. Think I'll lose to scum like you, ha! You alright, mate? John. Your name's John, ain't it? Oh, me? My name's My name's Kid. Call me Kid. Nice to meet you. I just couldn't stand by and watch those blokes gang up on you like that. They just pissed me the bloody hell off. I wish I could have beat on them some more. But why was that mob after you? What do you mean you'd never even met him before, eh? Ah, forget it. Hey, John, how about you and me team up for a while? That Karsh fella ain't gonna just leave you alone, that's for sure. And to tell you the truth, I'm new to these islands. It's pretty lonely traveling around here on me own. So, how about it, John? Maybe it was fate that we meet up like this. Yeah, hang out with us. Beauty, mate. That decides it then. We're best mates now. Anyways, it'll be getting dark soon. I suggest we head back to Arnie and shack up for the night. Oh, and John, don't go trying any funny stuff, 'cause I'm cute and all. Hey. What are you implying? Oh, Pashal's okay. Oi! Let's get our arses down to Termina. Pushushu, full speed ahead. Oh yeah, mate. I nearly forgot. Let me give you this. It's a teleporter. You'll be able to switch your party members from afar. A real handy gadget. All you have to do is... it's a pain in the arse to explain. Look it up in the menu. What a weird thing to tell somebody. Alright, crew. We're all healed up. We're feeling good. We're feeling strong. Yeah, I wish I could do Kristen's Australian accent. It would be perfect for Kid, but I cannot do an Australian accent to save my life. Hey newbie, you find my sister yet? You alright? You look like you've seen a ghost. Don't talk to me or my friends ever again. I want to run in front of that kid and just block him. Okay, so she's just saying the same thing. Wait, let's do one more check on the Mojo Jojo. We can't get through your house. Your house is too difficult. Oh, hello there. I just finished praying. Here, take a look. Wait, we already talked. Why are we doing this again? You said you didn't want to talk to me ever again. Do I need to show him the thing? Time shitter? Do you want to see my time shitter? Apparently we're just gonna go through this whole thing again. Yeah, I mean, I can kind of do the generic stereotype, but reading the dialogue would be hard, so I feel like Kid's gonna be a rough read throughout this entire game for me. Boogum, hold on a second there. What was that? Love is always in the air. It's just that no one notices. You're Mojo. I am Mojo, and I bring good fortune. Oogum. This can't be happening. How in the... I sense some kind of purpose. Seems like fun, so I will join you. Wait a second. There's nothing droll about me. Just a word of advice. Stop running and come face to face with your life. A messenger of love and courage I am. I'm lucky, I'm lucky, I'm lucky, Mojo joined your party. Sorry, Pushal. You're off the team. We're bringing Mojo now. I want to run around with a giant voodoo doll. I feel like we should talk to that guy. His whole life has just been rocked, and I feel like we owe it to him to at least talk to him. I also now feel kind of guilty that Mojo is replacing Pushal. Was the decision I made 10 years ago wrong? If so, then what have I been doing for the past 10 years? Yeah, other you is way happier. Oh, we're fast forwarding. I just didn't know if there was a way to change your party order. Oh, there is. Let's see if Mojo wants to talk to him. If it does anything different. No, it's the same. Okay. We also should probably do some equipment business here. Ivory vest. It's better. Power glove. Yeah, put that on. Give her an ivory helmet. In the old days, many of my friends and fellow believers would come here to worship. It was quite lively, particularly during the festival seasons. How I miss those days. What are you guys? Years ago, these falls were considered a holy place by the worshippers of the divine dragon faith. Then hordes of humans began to migrate to these islands, and we were pushed into the outlying regions. In the cultural takeover that ensued, the spiritual significance of places such as this was soon forgotten. Who are you guys? We can't let you in until our investigation is complete. Hey, Captain, found anything yet? Finders keepers. We were here first. Okay, jeez. So mean. So mean and don't have to be. Alright. Well, I think we are going to have to call that episode 1. Because I don't remember how long Fossil Valley is. I was going to go till we get to Termina, but I don't remember how long Fossil Valley is. And it's starting to get a little late. I got to go help do some grocery stuff and all of that. So we're going to just call it there. There is a chance I might be playing tomorrow. Tomorrow's actually kind of opened up because there's There's no There Will Be Dungeons this weekend. So, as a result, maybe I'll find a little time to stream, and we'll do this, and continue to have fun. So, awesome first stream playing Chrono Cross. I hope you're all having fun. I'm having a good time. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I'll catch you next time. If not tomorrow, we'll see you on Monday for more of this. Thanks, everybody. We'll catch you later. Bye.